It has been a busy week when it comes to weather all around Arizona. So will things calm down into the weekend, or will storms kick up again? For that, we're going to send it over to Crystal, who is tracking the day and the weekend ahead. I see some green and some yellow.
And yellows and oranges and reds. I'm not talking about my dress. A lot of colors going on here. And on the map behind me, surprise, surprise, storm already on our doorstep. So it is time to wake up in Maricopa, Phoenix, Glendale and Surprise. You are all looped into a flood advisory as you have a rumbler rolling through your streets. We've got a burst of rain, wind, and lightning even being spit out of this storm. And we're going to continue to watch additional showers and storms set up here in the valley. Looks like the East Valley might even be getting in on some drippy skies here. Zooming things out, we've got a long stretch of rain and a burst of bolts right here through rim country into the White Mountains. Shola, we just added to your rain total. I've got that up next. And we also have another flood advisory that was slapped down to the west of Phoenix there along I-10 with some more splashes of rainfall. Okay, so Sholo, your rainfall total in the last 24 hours was just brought up over the 3/4 of an inch mark, but Apache Junction topping them all with weather stations reporting more than 2 inches in that area. Surprise, not far behind at 1.5 inches. Not Surprise, Superior. Kingman, 1 inch straight up. Sholo, we just talked about you, but not far behind you. We have Ahwatukee, Quartzsite up over that 1/2 inch mark. Scottsdale did well yesterday morning. Havasu just shy of 1/2 inch. This is a big number for you, though. You have been begging and begging for rainfall and finally getting it yesterday, but it doesn't come without the hazards. There was 27 storm reports yesterday scattered across the Arizona map, many of those being flooding, debris flows, thunderstorm wind damage. So these storms can really have a fierce side, and we expect more spunk out of these storms today. They're going to continue to fill up the radar, but especially in our mountain regions and stretched out across eastern Arizona, with storms making stops in the valley and our lower deserts too. Flash flooding still top of mind today. We might have something wonky going on with the thermometer again today too. So yesterday, our high temperature was set at midnight. So not 5 hours ago, but more than that. So midnight the other night, 92 degrees. Then the low temperature, which you would expect to come around sunrise, no, it happened in the afternoon, just before dinner, 3:52. Your low, 79 degrees. So depending on how long these clouds cling on and how stormy it gets in the valley, do we even make it to 96 here? We'll be watching that. We're expecting lower numbers for Casa Grande, Gila Bend, Tucson in the 80s, 70s, and Payson, the Grand Canyon, and maybe not even 70 in Flagstaff, keeping it cool in the 60s. A lot of stormy action in the mountains. We are going to continue to stretch out these storm chances straight on through August. Yeah, next week we turn the calendar over here, and we kind of knock it down, Lauren, to a smaller shot for storms, but you know how it only takes one. So no guarantees here, but depending on those storms, that will depend on how high we go on the thermometer again. But triple digits returning. Sorry, I couldn't keep them off.
I just can't get over yesterday's wonky temperatures. What is Mother Nature doing? Good morning to you. Time now 5:20. You're looking at I-10 eastbound near 67th Avenue. There was a pretty bad accident that was blocking multiple lanes, but it looks like traffic now is starting to flow pretty slowly around that. You can see in our road weather index map, very wet roads all across the West Valley, basically similar areas to yesterday at this time, and no surprise, this is where we are finding these early morning accidents. The I-10 eastbound heading toward downtown Phoenix, very slow to go. We've had several reports of that this morning. There is that accident that we just showed you near 67th Avenue on the I-10 eastbound, and a little bit past that, also on the I-10 eastbound, there's an accident on the median. This is as you're approaching the I-17 southbound, so be careful on Interstate 10 in the West Valley heading toward Phoenix this morning. Emily Scott.